just a bloke in a bar.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of Pack Her Up Boys, brought to you by Aspley Mazda. That's right, my boy Luke Camilleri. He is a partner of Bloke now, all thanks to actually how many people reached out to me and said they love working with him. If you need a car, he's the car man, the best in Australia. I put my name behind him. He's the best in Australia. He took care of me. He continues to take care of me. So give him a message, LDC_01. If you're in or around or you want a car, go into Aspley Mazda. They're the best in the business. Also, do not forget Aussie Footy Shorts, Monday, August 11, 6 p.m. We do this yearly where we drop footy shorts with Aussie Footy Shorts. They are the best in the business. Footy shorts with pockets, brand new designs this year, and you're going to absolutely love them, especially tradies. So stay tuned. August 11, 6 p.m. So that's not next Monday, but the Monday after, 6 p.m. Be there. And also, do not forget to join the Bloke Club at www.bloke.club. We're giving away a massive Musashi bundle for completely free. No strings attached to join. It's totally free. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Matty, how you going, brother?
I'm good. Footy shorts with pockets. I know, like, last time we dropped it, I said this thing, but, like, it's so simple, but... I'm glad when we got them last time, they sent a few over here, and I live in mine. Yeah. They are unreal.
No, they seriously, especially like if you're not as much a footy short going out or whatever, like say it's a bit cold or whatever, around the house.
Oh, that's perfect.
They are elite.
My thing because I rarely wear long pants. My thing at the moment is when the footy's on tonight, for example, I'll whack my footy shorts on and then whack my Ugg boots on.
Yeah,
unreal combination.
I like it. How you been, mate?
Pretty good. It's funny, you said before the show, you were like, oh, it's been a long week. Hasn't been a long week for me because I wasn't here on Monday. And it's funny how, like, it's kind of just warped my week completely.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I've just, like, yesterday, I couldn't believe I was going home yesterday. I'm like, there's footy on tonight. It feels like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. But, remember when you were at school and you would miss a day and then it felt like the week would just, like, gone and you're like, yes.
It was the best.
Bro, I reckon some of the happiest moments of my life was the days where I could miss school and play video games all day. You know, and I say happiest moments because I feel like you can only be truly happy when you're not thinking about the future.
Yes.
Either good or bad. You think about good things in the future or bad things. And I think when you're a kid, what was so special about being a kid is time didn't matter to you. Mm. You always, whenever you were doing something, you never sat there and go, oh, you know, should I be doing this instead or that instead, or oh, I've got this to pay or this bill, or I've got this work to go to. Whereas when you're a kid, you know, whatever fun thing that you were doing, you just were doing it. Mm. You never were thinking about what else you could be doing.
So true. Like even now when you're like trying to enjoy something, there's always something in the back of your mind going, you know, worrying about something else.
Yeah, worrying about something else. And I guess that's like obviously adulthood. But, you know, I feel like, you know, when you get older and you try to connect, you've got a hobby that you loved when you were younger, and you try to do it again, and it's not as enjoyable. And I think it's because you actually are not missing the hobby, you're missing the time maybe, or you're missing the headspace you were in that hobby.
Yeah, probably.
And so, but yeah, that is seriously fondest memories ever is playing video games. It was the best.
It's funny, I didn't mind school growing up, but
I hated it.
But there was one day I think it was like year 9 or 10, and I've said this 1,000 times, not really a video game guy, but I did play Modern Warfare 2. I did have a real phase of Modern Warfare 2 with the boys.
Okay.
And we did take a Friday off to all play it. We all got in trouble the next week, but...
by who? Your parents or the school?
Because I just told my parents I was sick, and then my friend told his parents he was sick, and then the school kind of clued on. And we didn't really get in trouble, but my parents are school teachers, and my dad was actually going to be the assistant principal there when I left. So they're just like, come on, man, you can't do that.
You got to be better than that.
I don't care. It was so good. We just played online for a whole day. It was mad.
Oh, man. Those were the days, seriously. No, I never liked school. It's probably because I had no friends, but... that's why I was so drawn to the internet, because that's where my friends were. Like, that's who my friends were, was my guild or whatever I was playing. That was my community. Whereas school, I probably had one good mate that eventually hooked up with my girlfriend after I left her, but whatever, it's all good. Don't worry about it. I don't really give a shit now. But funnily enough, that's actually like, since that moment, it kind of like never was the same after that.
Yeah, of course.
But a lot of people, and it's just like so typical teenage shit. So like we broke up, and I'd moved on to like go train up the Broncos, and then so she's clearly targeted him and kissed him, nothing more than that, just to like piss me off.
Wow, that's some OC drama.
Yeah. I will. You know what? I give him plenty of credit. He rang me and told me. So I was like, I respected him that because like you're young, you're drinking, you're out nightclub and things can happen or whatever. And a lot of blokes wouldn't ring their mate and say,
absolutely not at that age.
Not at that age, no way. And he did. So like I've still got time for him, everything like that. But
it's that's very mature for a kid that age. Because like I think of the shit that I did when I was like just dumb shit, like how my ex, it was her 18th birthday, and instead of going out with her, I went and played Monopoly with my mates. Like, and none of us thought there was a problem at the time. That was so dumb.
That's so dumb.
Yeah.
I think he called. We were best friends. Like he was my best friend. Like he was my only friend, really.
Yeah.
And so I think he just knew it was the right thing to do. But people always used to say, "Oh, trust me, when you leave school, you're gonna miss it." I don't miss school, and I've never missed school ever. Not a single part of me ever has been like, I wish I was back at school. But all my friends are like, oh man, school's the best year of our life. Not me.
Yeah,
that shit.
Nah, I like school. It's funny. My group, I didn't even have uni mates. Like my group now is still all my schoolmates. Basically.
Yeah, wow. I mean, if I ran into them, I'd speak to them, but I don't speak to anyone from school.
Yeah, it's funny how we got such different experiences.
Yeah, well, I mean, my experience wasn't great at school.
Yeah,
but it is what it is, mate. It is what it is. Toughen you up. But that's why I loved the internet so much, is because no one, at that stage when you're a kid, no one knows what you look like. No one who knows who you are. You're just meeting us. All that matters is personality, especially back those days, because you know who you're talking to.
Yeah.
So it's just if your personality connects and you get on with that person, and that's why I loved all the video games that I played growing up, especially online ones. And then you just get I couldn't. Once I went online and played online games, I could never go back.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget how bad our internet was. Oh my God. So bad. Such a bad, like it would disconnect, I think, every 2 hours and you have to like reconnect it. And the whole dial-up noise and everything like that. We couldn't get cable out to where we lived. And I was filthy because I was just like, why have we got such slow internet? But anyway, it is what it is. Because like my whole life consisted around training and video games, really, and school. But like I'd train my dick off and then I'd get home and the reward would be to play video games or whatever.
The good life.
Yeah, good life, good life. But anyway, who cares about my life? Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, and give us a follow on the feed on Sportsbet. Got a bunch of bets up there now. What else has been happening with you, mate? Algo check. What's the algorithm looking like?
So I started following this podcast and like, God, it's so, I know how easy and cheap this content is. So like, I don't really respect it, but it's so interesting. Like, it's so dumb and uninteresting that like it's captivating. It's two dudes in America called the Makeshift Project. They seem like good dudes, but basically they just list shit. And it's just the cheapest, dumbest shit ever.
They list shit?
Like, top 5 athletes of all time.
Oh, okay.
Like just dumb, cheap shit that anyone could do, and I have no respect for it, but fuck, I can't stop watching it.
Mate, blokes and lists just fucking...
I know. It's how good that... Lists are great.
Lists and stats.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable stuff. Just gets you every time.
So like that's like they were hitting my algorithm so much. I was like, I'm enjoying this. So I actually started following them.
Yeah, okay.
But that's my algo at the moment.
Oh my God. My algo at the moment, I'm trying to think. It's, you know what? I've actually been struggling lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, like I haven't, I go through these phases where my algo is just full of stuff I want to see and I've got like, I'm into something or whatever. But I outside of that, like my algo at the moment is terrible. Like I keep refreshing it. Nothing comes up I'm interested in. I mean,
hate that.
Yeah, and I'm just like going through it. It's like, shit, this is shit. Like I wish at the top of your YouTube thing, you could press a button that refreshed your algorithm. And I think they might be able to some settings or whatever. I wish it was just there where you could just go, boom, fully refresh your algorithm.
I think you can reset it or you can, I think I read something that like you can put it back to something it used to be.
Yeah.
I don't know about YouTube, but on Instagram, but I've never...
You never tried it. Yeah, Battlefield 6 came out. It got announced. It's coming out open beta soon, but that's been my been in my thingo because obviously content about that. And recently I felt stoked. So basically many years ago, I told you it's been a long week.
Jeez.
Many years ago, man, it's like I'm never going away again, because the problem with going away to work is when you go away, obviously you've got to, as soon as you get back home, you've got 2 children under 2 years old, which is tough. You got to get back into the time zone. But as soon as you get back, there are so many people waiting for things from you. Like, Dan, I want this, or this. And you're just like, oh my God, I got so much to catch up on. But yeah, anyway, back in the day, actually, I'll tell you a funny story. This is so funny. It's embarrassing, but it's funny. So in 2012, I was going to start a YouTube channel, and it was going to be about video games. I told this story quite a few times, but I was in a really bad relationship at the time, and I was seriously thinking, because I really liked StarCraft at this time, StarCraft 2, and I loved watching StarCraft 2, like loved it. So I was seriously thinking, you know what, I'm just going to get all my stuff one day and bounce to South Korea and just fully dive into the video game industry and just be gone. Just be gone.
Wow.
I was thought about it quite a lot, looked at all the costs and everything. I never ended up doing it.
Imagine an alternate universe where you said yes.
Even with the YouTube channel, I've cleaned out a whole room, second bedroom, was getting it all ready to do it, and I just never ended up like having the confidence to pull the trigger. But anyway, I love StarCraft at the side, and there was these 2 commentators called Tasteless and Artosis, and they're just the best commentators. It's like almost like Ray Warren for rugby league. And watching StarCraft when them commentating is like the best ever. And like I always wanted to go over and watch a StarCraft game whilst they were commentating live in the studio. And this was in 2022 when I went away for my European holiday for quite a while.
Yep.
And I was going to go, you know what? I should just stop in South Korea and just go to that one time. Even if I stopped for 2 days or whatever. Like 4 weeks before I was going to go over there, maybe a bit long, maybe 6 weeks before. So they'd been casting, like commentating for a decade. They ended their commentary team, so I couldn't go and do it.
What, before, like 3 years ago?
Yes, before I was about to go to Europe.
So were you actually going to go do it?
I was actually going to do it. So I was thinking, when we get to stop through Singapore, why not just go to South Korea, even for a day or 2, just to go in and experience it and, bounce or whatever later in Seoul. Yeah. And they've been going for 10 years, and then all of a sudden, just before I'm about to go.
And they disbanded before you left.
Just before.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and so I used to love watching StarCraft 2. It's just so enjoyable, but only when they commentate. Anyway, recently, so I've been looking for I thought surely the gang gets back together every now and then. Like surely they team back up. Tasteless and Artosis team back up at some kind of convention when it comes to StarCraft, because StarCraft 2 is still around, and they sometimes commentate StarCraft 1, but I'm not interested in that. Anyway, so just recently they came together, I assume one last time, for the World Championship StarCraft 2 tournament.
Yeah.
The only problem was they commentated like 4 or 5 games instead of like the 20 that they usually do. But I got to watch them just recently. It was only a few nights ago. Watched them commentate the grand final, and I was like, damn, this brings back memories.
So good.
Damn, this brings back memories. And what sucks is, so I Googled, I was like, okay, surely, because we've got to remember, that was years ago. That was 4 or 5 years ago or whatever, 2021 or 2 or whatever.
So 3 years ago.
3 years ago. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to Google all the matches that they've commentated. I'm going to go back and watch them in that 3-year period. They haven't done any.
Wow.
So I'm Devo. That sucks.
So hang on. But they did come back.
For one.
Oh, so they came
just
back
recently.
They came back recently for one.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But in that 3-year period, they haven't done any together for StarCraft 2.
Was there any beef, or did they just...
No beef. So they were living in Seoul for 10 years, but then one of them...
Are they Korean?
No, they're American.
Yeah.
And then one of them has a family, and they just thought it would be better to move back to America and have his family there. Because I'm assuming Seoul is like so expensive to live, and you're living in like a shoebox.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of mates have been to Seoul. Apparently it's amazing. But
I've heard it's unbelievable. Like unbelievable. And so, he was just moving back to America. That was the only reason. Whereas Tasteless still lives in Seoul.
Fuck, that would have been hectic to go to 3 years ago if you just got that.
I know.
If they just held off. If they just held off for a few months.
I can't tell you because this is how much I wanted to. I was going to move there in 2012.
Well. Clearly, like if you're still bloody watching them, clearly you've wanted.
That's how long they've been together as well. 2012.
Yeah, it's 10 years.
That's a decade, and they've been together for years before that. They used to. It's called the GSL on GOM TV that they would commentate, and it was the biggest league in StarCraft 2. Anyway, there's that story.
That's great. That sucks though. That would be devastating.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? What are the chances of that?
Yeah.
Okay, Storm defeat the Eels. Storm defeat the Eels 16-10. Man, I'll tell you what though, the penalties in this game, painful stuff. Painful stuff. You know, even though the Eels lost, they really were the biggest winners from this game.
Easily, they were the biggest winners.
Seriously, I can't believe how. You know, even me, who was round 10, saying, guys, focus on how much this team is improving. Don't focus on where they're on the ladder. Even me is surprised at how good they've gotten.
Well, I mean, in round one, they played Melbourne, and they got absolutely murdered. It was like 40-0 at halftime or something.
And what's crazy is even last night, the Eels could have won. They completed at 70%.
Yeah.
Whereas the Storm competed at 84%. So that wasn't even the best version of the Eels. So I can understand why Ryles is a bit frustrated because he's like, bro, if we had a completed, we win.
Yeah, definitely.
So you look at it and they've gone 60 minutes, they've gone toe-to-toe with the Raiders, they've beaten the Broncos, and they've just gone within an inch of beating the Melbourne Storm. Like that's a top four sides, essentially, that they've all gone within an inch of. It's just amazing. It's seriously amazing what they're doing there. I reckon that a lot of surely Eels fans are sitting there going, okay, there's something special going here. We've gone all the way back to the start. It's been so long since we won a premiership, but there's a bit of hope here with this young roster that's going to be together for at least the next 4 or 5 years. Playing like that already it's incredible.
One of my good mates is an Eels fan, and he's spoken about it probably the last 6 or 8 weeks, like that it was kind of tough to start the year, like because they took ages to get their first win, and Moses has been out for ages, but like he can just see the vision that Ryles is doing, and I think I can as well. I think everyone kind of can. Like they can kind of see that it's looking up for Parramatta.
Yeah, well, I mean, and once again, you look at their stats. There's no hero in this. There's no like bloke that has 250 meters and 20 tackle breaks or whatever.
It's funny. I was watching it with Courtney last night, and she didn't watch it. She just watched the last. She came in when it was 10-all, and she was like, geez, Mitch Moses makes a difference. And I was like, funnily enough, Mitch Moses has been good, but he hasn't really done much. Like, no one's really done anything. They've just played really tough.
And they're just a good team.
Yeah.
And that's the most interesting part about this Parramatta Eels situation is like they aren't relying on a few stars doing great things. And so when the system is the star rather than you relying on stars, that's when you build something great, because then you really can dive into the next man up mentality, because basically, if you lose a star, yes, you may lose a little bit, but you don't lose a lot, because all you need to do is find someone to fill that role.
Yep.
And that's what the Penrith Panthers have done so well. And yes, have these players grown into superstars? True. But in their first couple of years, they weren't superstars. Cleary might have been the only one that was a superstar. Everyone else is built into that.
Yeah, for sure.
But what was their mantra over the last 4 years? Next man up. Next man up. That's what won them the premierships. And I look at this Eels side and I go, they're getting close to beating some of the best teams in the comp without anyone standing out really that much, which is, imagine what if they get this base and then their stars start standing out as well. That's when they will win the games.
And also when they finally sort out their salary cap. Like they've let go, I reckon, already 5 people just this year. And most of them, I think all of them are in their forward pack. Yeah. So once that gets sorted out, which will hopefully be soon, they're going to be flying. Yeah, so just really exciting time for the Eels. It's I can't wait to see it. And they did, I know the Storm were missing players too. I'm not saying they weren't. They definitely were missing quite a few. However, even Iongi wasn't in the side on the weekend, and he's been their best player all year. Definitely. So yeah, really good stuff from the Eels. Very close with the Storm. I feel like they will get it together. I've been saying they will. I'm definitely
don't want to like say I told you so, because it's not the case. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. But like all the Storm fans that have been off me, like this is what I'm talking about. Like ill discipline, not putting teams away. It catches up to you. It catches up to you. And I think surely even the biggest beak haters out there that just dislike me for being a bit harsher on the Storm this year can see where I'm coming from now. Surely you can see what I was trying to say throughout the year now. Like, yep, you got the win for sure. But it's taking a while to come together. It really is. It needs to be fixed. Otherwise, they are not going to beat the top tier sides.
Yeah, it's I'm a bit confused about all that chat because, like, compare this Storm side to the Storm side of, say, 2021 when they won 19 in a row and they just blew teams away. Like, they couldn't be more different. This Storm team, they're scraping by, and it's like we're putting them on the pedestal as they came in this year as the favourites to win the comp, and they haven't. They've been getting wins and they're coming second, but like they haven't been overly impressive. Except
for the start of the year, I reckon. At the start of the year, I thought they were like, holy, who's going to stop this team? Whereas the mid-year is where they kind of fell off a little bit.
But like as you said, like at the back of my brain, I'm like, they're going to pull it together. They're the Melbourne Storm. They'll pull four wins together for sure. But like, I can only go off what evidence I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. And like if the Bulldogs win, they go back to third. And so, like, you know, they'll most likely be third by the end of the week, which is fine. But, yeah, look, it is what it is. Now, some positive for the Melbourne Storm. Mate, best game of Stefano's career.
Yeah, he was good.
He was unbelievable. He We spoke about it last week or the week before. What I'm loving is he's running with intent. He's running to hurt the opposition. He's got aggression. He's got mongrel in his game. One of those runs, that run that he made where he bumped about seven blokes, well, obviously two blokes, but two blokes went flying. I know they were outside backs, but still they went flying. How often do you see that? He had 10 tackle breaks, Stefano. 10 tackle breaks as a front rower that isn't known for tackle breaks.
Yeah.
Like, that was easily, maybe not easily, but it was the best game of his career, I reckon. I thought he was absolutely phenomenal. 17 runs, 178 metres, 80 post contact, 10 tackle breaks, 1 offload, 30 tackles, only 1 miss. Like, what's scary is, like, if he grows into what they need him to grow into, mate, he is going to be a problem. Yeah. And I think, you know, it's that first year at the Melbourne Storm. Like, sometimes because we're so used to the Melbourne Storm, people getting there and just going so well, I think we just expect it happens on day one. But when you go back and think about it, like Katoa took a season, Bloke took a season, and Stefano's at the back end of the year now, got a lot of confidence probably from his Origin appearances. Mate, he was outstanding.
Even someone like Nick Meaney, like, he's great at the moment, but he took a while to get started at Melbourne.
Yeah. And so their ability, I just can't believe, like, it just blows me away.
I still don't think he should have been picked for the Blues, but I think Origin is a really good thing that happened to him because he had a shocker game too. Game 3, I thought he was good, and he's had 2 or 3 really good games for Melbourne since then. Yeah.
No, I'm with you. So I'm happy to see that he's really starting to find his feet. And, you know, who knows what it'll turn into. Hopefully he fulfills that potential because he was outstanding. I thought Munster was good, did what he needed to. Coates scoring when they need him to score is just like a joke.
I thought Munster was awesome because he basically had to kick most of the time now.
Which is like credit to the Eels then. Like the fact that they basically could only score off kicks twice and then obviously one around the ruck.
Yep.
Like that's a credit to the Eels' defence.
Fully.
So the Melbourne Storm, look, I still have belief. I mean, listen, if you don't believe me, just watch Craig Bellamy in the box. He is clearly frustrated.
Oh, he was blowing up.
He is clearly frustrated with this team's inability to just put it all together, ill-disciplined. So I've still got faith, though. I feel like they'll make it work. Now, can they win a grand final without Hughes? At this stage, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
And I think even though they were missing quite a few players last night, like let's say Hughes was playing, I think they win that game by at least 2 or 3 tries. Like that's how valuable he is to them, is two tries a game, pretty much.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's back though, right, for the finals?
Yeah, but he might be underdone. And we'll see when he comes back. But like they're definitely still good enough to win most games, like even to a prelim.
Yeah. Did you find it weird that Peasant played the last 13 minutes?
Yeah, so apparently Bellamy said there wasn't really a plan. Did definitely, yeah, a bit of a weird one, to be honest. I don't know why. Maybe he's just seeing how he goes, I guess, and then choosing next week because they didn't play that well. Maybe he's really considering replacing Wishart at 7, maybe?
Maybe. I would have just thought they would have played him. They would have started him for starts. But then once he didn't play, I don't know. I found it a bit confusing.
Definitely a bit of a weird one. So, look, the thing is that they got the win. They had quite a few people out. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know, they're still within fighting distance. They're definitely going to, well, not definitely, but they're most likely going to finish in the top 4. Going to be interesting to see against the Broncos if they can, like if the Broncos can put together a good performance, how the Storm go against that. Look, obviously the Storm should be favourites, but what I'm saying is like if the Broncos click for that game, it'll be a much tougher game than, you know, a lot of games in the NRL right now, but it's just a big if they click.
Geez, Storm's run home now. Like that was 2 good wins in a row. 2 good away wins in a row. One against the Roosters, one against Para. But now they've got Broncos at home, Panthers away, Dogs at home, Roosters at home, Broncos away.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
So we'll know.
We're going to see.
We'll know whether it's clicked or not.
Yeah.
We really will. But anyway, the good win. But don't forget, guys, make sure to join the Bloke Club, www.bloke.club. And also this week's Hungriest Player, it is Harry Grant. Use code Harry for $7 off.
Burgers.
Sorry?
Burgers.
$7 off burgers. And also, guys, NordVPN, the defence play of the week this week was South Sydney's and Luke Hubner's, Lachlan Hubner's kick chase.
Yep.
Line break chase where he ran him down. That's brought to you by NordVPN, guys. Go to go to nordvpn.com/blokeinabar. Get your 4-month discount. 4 extra months on a 2-year plan, plus 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you get your money back. And also, shout out to Good Day. Go to begoodhealth.com.au. They got daylights. They got. I use their multivitamin every morning, guys. It is truly the best in the business. And honestly, even if they weren't my mates and I somehow found out about Good Day, I would still be using it. That's how good it is. It's so convenient. Gives you everything you need. Even this week, like I was crook this week, but I didn't feel bad. Like I just felt like all stuffy and a bit tired. And even though like my phlegm was yellow, so I was clearly infected, had the flu. But because I've had my multivitamins so long now, I just felt phlegmy and tired. That's it. Okay, next topic. Don't boo Galvin. But I was saying boo words. Tigers chairman Barry O'Farrell has called on fans to not boo Galvin this week. I don't think people should boo any player, quite frankly. I'm going to boo Barry.
That is horrendous
That
chat.
is terrible chat. Has this bloke ever been to a rugby league game?
Or just a sport game?
Like, what I don't understand with that is, like, if you take out booing from sport, like, are we that soft as
seriously.
That's what makes sport great, is the rivalries, it's the villains, it's the heroes. Like, that's, sport is the last bastion of real entertainment. Everything else is scripted. And like some people even think sport's scripted, but everything else is scripted. Reality TV, movies, blah, blah, blah. This is the last bastion where you see 2 teams come together and the best man wins or the best woman wins. And what makes it so great is you're so invested in the heroes, the villains, the enemy, the opposition. And to suggest you can't boo. Now, granted, I'm not saying boo for like rank stuff. Like, I'm not saying there's certain things you don't boo around.
Yes.
But like just booing players because they're the opposition, mate, that is sport.
But like Galvin left unceremoniously. It was the biggest story of the year. Of course your fans are going to boo him and your fans should boo him.
Yeah.
Like you it's unbelievable that this is even the thing. One of the I'm a Blues fan through and through, but I loved it's the strongest boos I've ever heard in my life. When I went up to Suncorp when I worked for him, and Gallen's name came up on the thing, and the Suncorp people booed him. It's still to this day the loudest boo I've ever, and it gave me goosebumps. It was hectic.
Yeah.
And I think he and Gallen loves that shit. It's crazy. It's part of sport.
It's part of sport. That's why, like, the reason why sport is so highly engaged is because people are so passionate. You take away that passion, you lose money.
Yes.
The reason why they're willing to spend their hard-earned coin is because they care about it so much.
Yeah.
You start asking them not to care as much, not to show their passion, their excitement, that's when you start losing money. I don't get the whole don't boo Galvin. Look, maybe he's doing it because the whole drama about bullying or whatever came up.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's why he said it, but just don't say anything.
Just don't say anything. Exactly.
But yeah, it is what it is. I can't wait for this game. Seriously.
I'm going to go out to it. I'm very keen for it.
Going with Hammy?
Yep.
He'll be booing.
Hammy will be booing. Of course he'll be booing. And he has every right to boo.
Far out. That's so good.
Like the Ashes this year, I love when Stuart Broad didn't walk, and then for 15 years he'd come out to bat and the whole crowd would boo him. Steve Smith does sandpaper, the whole England crowd boo him.
Yep.
It's just great.
Don't forget Code Sports. Go to codesports.com.au/bloke. Use code bloke for your discount. Message out at Code Sports. Okay, Sharky. The Sharks are reportedly weighing up moving on Sifa Talakai at the end of the year to a rival club. They've also reportedly informed Hamlin Welle he is free to negotiate with the rivals. Yeah, aren't the Sharkies in such a bizarre spot? Because if they miss the finals, you can't really give them another year to just go.
I don't think it's acceptable if they miss this finals.
But do you see out, because I think a lot of their players are signed for all of next year.
Yeah.
Do you just see it out? You see how they go in those first 10 rounds, and then if they don't go well, you restart the whole roster?
I mean, what choice do they have, I guess?
Well, the choice is if they don't make the 8 here, they start in the off-season, they start cleaning blokes out. I reckon probably the smart thing would do is go, we need to give them till round 10 next year, because, if you start cleaning blokes out now, you're paying half their salary to get them to other clubs. But unfortunately, if they don't go deep into the finals this year, I think a prelim would be I think second week of the finals would be okay.
I reckon the second week of the finals is the bare minimum.
Bare minimum, yeah. I think prelim would be solid. I can see that. Are they in the best 4 teams in the comp? Yep, that's fair. And I understand that we all thought they were premiership threats at the start of the season, but it just hasn't seemed to pan out that way.
It's been a weird year for the Sharks. I've been really disappointed in them, but funnily enough, I think the last 3 weeks, I know South Sharks last week was the worst game of the year, but the 2 games before that, there's something about Nico, something about him, something about them. They've changed their way a little bit. I really liked it. Obviously I didn't love last week. Last week was a bad game, but
I think the difference is Brayley. He's just relieved a lot of pressure for him.
That's a good point, yeah.
I think that you've seen that if someone is in the middle there taking pressure off Hines, he plays better footy. I've got to say, I feel like Trindle has kind of been allowed to not play that well this year. Not allowed to, but he hasn't copped as much criticism I think he, maybe should have. That's not should have, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's kind of flown under the radar a little bit because I don't think Trindle's been that good this year. And obviously Hines is the guy that gets all the criticism, and rightly so because he's on the $1 million or whatever. But I don't really feel like Trindle's fired this year either.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah. He had a pretty good year last year, and I know Nico. He was good when Nico. It's funny, it seems like they don't really click together because when Nico was out last year, Trindle stepped up and. I'm with you.
I need if they are to go second week, third week of the finals, they're going to need Trindle to step up.
They're going to need both of them to kill it.
Yeah, so I just think he's been. I'm trying to think. He probably had 4 or 5 good games this year, Trindle.
Yeah, he's had his moments, but he certainly hasn't been as good as he was last year.
Yeah, so hopefully he can bounce back. Because him at his best, he's a freak. He's so good, so good.
What do you think of them letting go of Talakai? It's so weird because he's such a freak, but there's no real spot for him unless there's injury.
It just depends how much he's on. And it seems like he's probably on a decent wicket.
Must be, yeah.
Because otherwise, why would you get rid of Talakai?
Yeah, because they would have re-signed him when he played Origin around then. So he'd be on a...
Yeah, so he's probably on 600, you reckon?
Probably, yeah. And
so they're probably
you can't pay that for someone who's playing on the bench.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that makes sense. If he was on 400 or whatever, there's no way you're getting rid of Talakai.
He's the best backup player in the comp.
Mate, so destructive. But yeah, I reckon he's probably on a big wicket because he signed around the time he's playing Origin.
Yeah.
Geez, haven't they missed Ito?
Oh, he's a freak. He's the most underrated player of the year, I reckon. I
reckon Fogarty, but that's not far off.
Yeah. Fogarty definitely. There's been no chat around Ito though.
Yeah, Ito is just he was one of the best centers in the comp at the time.
Statistically, I know you can't pay or go off statistics, but He didn't miss tackles, and he was running for 150 metres a game.
And he's scoring a try every game.
He literally scored a try every game.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see when he comes back because he's out. They've really missed him.
I think he's due back before the end of the year, but geez, he's flown under the radar for them so hard.
Yeah, but yeah, Sharkies, very interesting next few weeks from. Very interesting next few weeks. Don't forget, guys, KO, the best in the business. If you love sport and you want to watch it, it's got to be on KO. You can't miss it. KO is... it's got so much different stuff on. Like, some of the documentaries on KO are that good. Like, you could sit on KO for days at a time. I was watching on the screen during my radio show this morning, was the Manly Storm grand final.
Which one?
2000. No, there's only one. 2008. Have they played more than one grand final?
They played 07 and 08.
Oh, really? And then they beat them in...
They beat the first...
They flipped it,
They flipped it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I fucking forgot that shit. It was... Oh, wait.
So when Manly won 40-0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro, Israel Folau was unbelievable.
I know. How good was he? Obviously, they were over the cap, but what a team Melbourne had.
Mate.
Ridiculous.
Mental. But, obviously, Manly absolutely towed them. What's crazy, though, is they were only 8-0 up, 35 minutes into the first half.
Yeah.
And then it just even 10 minutes to go, I think they're 24-0 up or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
it just really opened up at the end.
Jeez. 40-0. What do you reckon that dressing room was like after it?
Oh, morgue areas.
40-0.
In a GF. Oh, God.
That is seriously you couldn't think of a worse grand final.
I wonder I nearly call him Steve Smith. I wonder what Cam Smith... how he felt, because obviously he missed the game.
Yeah.
But obviously he would have wanted them to win. But to get embarrassed like that is, because he would have been captain at the time, I'm pretty sure. I wonder what he would have thought.
And they had Greg Inglis, Israel Folau, Cooper Cronk, Billy Slater. Their team was gun.
Yeah. I was at the prelim the week before. They towered up. I'm pretty sure it was the Sharks.
Yeah, Sharkies.
Yeah.
That's right. That was the year that we probably should have been in there and they scored on the buzzer against us because we dropped the ball.
Yeah. Because, Inglis scored at the end, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Devo. Devo. Sorry, just got a message.
Can't believe Israel Folau only had 91 NRL games. What an impact that bloke made.
What, sorry?
Israel Folau only played 90 NRL games.
Bro, that's crazy.
He's an all-time great for me.
Yeah, if you put him in your greatest ever side, I wouldn't push back too hard on it.
He'd definitely in the conversation.
Because tell me him at his best isn't as good as any winger or centre that's played the game.
Yeah. The impact he had on Storm, the impact he had on the
what about his first try in Origin?
Yeah, I know. He is amazing.
That try where he puts it down over his head with one hand.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that. And to this day, I still haven't seen anything like it.
Just an amazing athlete.
Far out. Goes to AFL, earns a squillion, then goes to uni, earns a squillion, then all the dramas happen. Mate, he was that good.
And we nearly got him back in league as well, but
yeah,
the NRL didn't tick it off because of some salary cap thing.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, bro, that 40-0, holy moly. But if you go back and watch it, Israel Folau, honestly, he couldn't be tackled.
Yeah.
He was seriously could not be tackled. Okay, this weekend, the Warriors v the Dolphins. Who you going?
Dolphins.
Broncos v the Rabbitohs.
I'm an optimist as big as optimist as they could possibly come, but I can't see it happening. Broncos.
Titans versus Panthers.
Panthers.
Dragons versus Raiders.
Raiders.
Manly versus Roosters.
This will be a good game because the loser probably misses out.
Game of the round for me.
Yeah.
Because the loser's done.
Yeah. It's at Brookie and I have inherent bias, so I'll probably say Manly.
Okay. Tigers, Doggies.
If the Doggies don't win this by a lot, then I'll be shocked.
Mate, what a sick game for 2 o'clock Sunday.
Oh, I'm so keen to go out. I haven't been to the footy in ages.
Hopefully it's good weather.
To go to, I don't think it is. I think it's a shit weekend.
Sharkies, Cowboys.
Sharks.
Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, man, I'm so tired. Doing all this work with 2 under 2 gets ya. It gets ya. But this is me. I'm signing off for the week. Well, I'm actually not. I still got to watch every game of rugby league and take notes. But finally done.
At least it's a half decent round.
And also, I still got a meeting after this as well. But anyway, I don't know what else to say. Grumpy Coffee. That's what we've got today. Grumpy Coffee. Shit. Go to Grumpy Coffee, grab your Grumpy Coffee. It's the best Grumpy Coffee in all the land. And as usual, we'll go fuck ourselves. Thank you.
What's gambling really costing you? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au.